Hello, good morning, students. Today we will start with lesson number 8, quadrilaterals, theorem number 8.8. So, another condition for a quadrilateral to be a parallelogram. We have studied many conditions for a quadrilateral to become a parallelogram. So, you recollect all the conditions. Recollect all the conditions. First condition, both the pair of opposite sides are parallel, then it is a parallelogram. Please repeat along with me. First condition, what is first condition? Both the pair of opposite sides are parallel, then it is a parallelogram. Clear? First condition. Second condition, both the pair of opposite sides are equal, then it is a parallelogram. Second condition. Third condition, both the pair of opposite angles are equal, then it is a parallelogram. And fourth condition, what's the fourth condition? If the diagonals of a quadrilateral bisect each other, then it is a parallelogram. And this is the last condition. So once more you recollect the points. Again start now. Which are the condition for a quadrilateral to be a parallelogram? Which are the conditions? So question will can able to ask in such a way. Which are the conditions for a quadrilateral to be a parallelogram? First condition, both the pair of opposite sides are parallel, then it is a parallelogram. Second one, both the pair of opposite sides are equal, then it is a parallelogram. Third condition, both the pair of opposite angles are equal, then it is a parallelogram. And fourth one, the diagonals of a quadrilateral bisect each other, then it is a parallelogram. Okay, and this is the last condition. A quadrilateral is a parallelogram if a pair of opposite sides is parallel and equal. Okay, so only one pair given. One pair is, but condition how many coming? Two conditions. So previous all you can see both the pair of opposite sides are parallel. Both the pair of opposite sides coming, but condition one coming. Both the pair of opposite sides are equal. Both the pair of opposite sides we are considering, but condition how many? Only one equal. And both the pair of opposite angles are equal. There also both the pair of opposite angle coming, but condition one. Here what is given? Only one pair we are taken, but condition two are there. So in this way, you have to discriminate and study. Then only you can able to understand the differences. Otherwise, most of the theorems you will feel same. So first you try to identify the conditions and all the sides, all the parts, etc. Okay. So theorem once more read. A quadrilateral is a parallelogram if a pair of opposite sides is equal and parallel. One pair of opposite sides are parallel and equal, then it is a parallelogram. Once more listen. In a quadrilateral, one pair, if a pair, the meaning is that one pair of opposite sides is parallel and equal. So one pair only taking, one pair of opposite sides are parallel and equal. Parallel and equal means there are two conditions coming, but pair one only taking. Okay. One pair of opposite sides are parallel and equal, then it is a parallelogram. So we want to prove that quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. Once more repeat what is given in the question. Here given that one pair of opposite sides is parallel and equal. Both the conditions are given. And we have to prove that quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. So you can see the diagram. Diagram listen here. Here what is given? AB. This AB and CD are equal given. AB and CD are parallel given. Are you got clear? So one pair of opposite sides is parallel and equal. The meaning is that here one pair, which pair we are taken? AB. AB and CD one pair. AB and CD are parallel given and AB and CD are equal given. One pair of opposite sides are parallel and equal. The meaning is that what is given in the question? AB is parallel to CD given and AB equal to CD given. We have to prove that quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. How can prove quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram? You are studied both the pair of opposite sides are parallel, then it is a parallelogram. Okay, so here already you knowing that AB is parallel to CD, knowing no. Now you try to prove that AD parallel to BC. If AD parallel to BC also coming, then what you can say? It is a parallelogram. Otherwise, another method is also there. In your textbook, this is the short method given. Another method also you can apply. So you prove these two triangles are congruent. If these two triangles are congruent, you are proving, you can say that AD is congruent to BC also. So this is already equal now, and this is also equal coming. What you can say? Both the pair of opposite sides are equal coming. That is also you can prove. Any method you can able to apply, but you want to know the basic concepts. Clear? Okay, in your textbook this is mentioned. That is why teacher taken the same method. Okay. So once more you repeat what is given. In quadrilateral ABCD, AB parallel to CD given and AB equal to CD given. Okay. So I taken two triangles. Which are the two triangles? One is triangle ABC, which I pointed, and second triangle is triangle CDA. Triangle ABC and triangle CDA. So you try to prove by yourself these two triangles are congruent. Can you prove? For proving two triangles to be congruent, we need always three parts. Okay. So what about AB and CD? Equal. It is already given in the question. Opposite sides are equal. Otherwise we can write here given. Okay. So AB is equal to CD. That is given in the question. Clear? And now one part you prove now. Now second part listen. What about AC and CA? AC and CA. AC and CA are equal because they are the common side, common part of the triangle. In both the triangles, common side is AC and CA. Okay. So AB equal to CD already given in the question. And second part, see here, AC equal to CA. What's the reason? Common side, common part of both the triangles. And next one, angle BAC equal to angle DCA, because already given no, AB is parallel to CD given, and this you can take as the transversal. Therefore this angle and this angle, what type of angle? Alternate angles. Therefore which theorem you can able to apply? S, A and S. Side, angle, side. So by SAS axiom, what you can say? These two triangles are congruent. By SAS axiom, we can prove that these two triangles are congruent. After this one, no, teacher already told you, either you prove by opposite sides are equal, take care, or you prove it as opposite sides are parallel. Any of the method you can apply. Okay. In your textbook this is mentioned, so that I explain in the same method. So here listen, side, angle, side. Therefore by SAS axiom, these two triangles are congruent. If these two triangles are congruent, it all corresponding parts are equal. But which we need, that only we are taking. Which we need? We need these two angles are equal. So angle BCA is equal to angle DAC. So we can see this, is it corresponding, but see here BCA. Here also how saying DAC. What is the reason? CPCT. Corresponding part of congruent triangle. Okay. Did you got the technique of this type of sums now? So this is, you want to know how proving, then only coming riders all we wants to prove. Now you recognize these angles are what type of angles. See the diagram. This angle and this angle, actually it is what type of angles? Alternate angles, up and down, opposite side of the transversal. No. Therefore, what type of angles? It is the alternate angles formed by the transversal AC with the lines AD and BC. So these angles are where forming? In between BC and the transversal. Here in between AD and the transversal. In between the angle forming. Therefore, what you can say? These are the alternate angles formed by the transversal AC with the lines AD and BC. And these angles are equal also. Therefore, what you can say? You are studied in chapter number 6, lines and angles. So in that chapter you have studied, if one pair of alternate angles are equal, then the lines are parallel. So you what you can say here? Here one pair of lines, alternate angles are equal, no? So one pair of alternate angles are equal. These angles are alternate angles. Therefore, we can say that the lines are parallel. So now what you got? Already you knowing that one pair of opposite sides parallel given in the question. Which one? See here, AB is parallel to CD already given, no? AB parallel to CD given in the question. Now we prove that BC is parallel to AD. Therefore, what you can say? Both the pair of opposite sides are parallel. Therefore, it is a parallelogram. Okay, this is the method. Otherwise, I told you here direct you can take as AB is equal to CD already given. From this one, what you can say? Correspond BC and AD. CPCT, no, corresponding what? So both the pair of opposite sides are equal. That condition also you can apply. Both the pair of opposite sides are equal, then it is a parallelogram. Okay? Anything you apply. No problems. Okay. So you want to know the concept. This is only concept oriented study. Concept knowing, and on the basis you are writing, you will get full marks. Okay? Once more go through the points what we done. First, what is given? One pair of opposite sides are parallel and equal given. AB parallel to CD and AB equal to CD given. So you taken these two triangles. So we prove these two triangles are congruent by SAS axiom. After that, what you done? Either you take BC equal to DA, take C, BC corresponding position of BC and DA corresponding position coming now. Therefore, what you can say? BC is equal to DA, CPCT. So that what you can say? BC equal to DA and AB equal to CD. The meaning is that both the pair of opposite sides are equal. Therefore, it is a parallelogram. That also you can apply. But this is given in your textbook. That is why teacher taken this. Angle BCA is equal to angle DAC. Reason what is written? CPCT. Therefore, alternate angles are equal. Therefore, if alternate angles are equal, then the corresponding lines are parallel. So that what you can say? Both the pair of AB parallel to CD already given. BC parallel to AD we proved now. The meaning is that both the pair of opposite sides are parallel. Therefore, quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. Both the pair of opposite sides are parallel. Therefore, quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. Okay? Go through the points and copy it. Copy all of you. Proof is not there in the textbook. You copy yours. Copy fast. Okay. Now we can start with exercise 8.1. 8.1 exercise. Many riders are there. So I hope so nearly about 12-13 riders are there. All the illustration riders you have to work out by yourself. Okay, any questions can come from riders, mostly coming from the textbook only. Okay, riders you will get from the textbook, illustration riders and the exercise riders, all you work out, it will get from there only. Okay, numericals, this type of simple numericals you will get from outside also. Now question, listen. The angles of a quadrilateral are in the ratio 3 is to 5 is to 9 is to 13. Find the measure of all angles. That is the question. Find the measure of all angles. So, what is the ratio of the angles given? The angles of a quadrilateral are in the ratio 3 is to 5 is to 9 is to 13. Find the measure of all angles. So, what do you want to find out? You want to find the measure of all angles. So, these quadrilateral, these angles finding out, we are giving a name. So, listen here. Suppose so we given the name for the quadrilateral as ABCD. Suppose in quadrilateral ABCD, angle A is 2, angle B is 2, angle C is 2, angle D is equal to 3 is 2, 5 is 2, 9 is to 13. So we given the name of the triangle, quadrilateral. What is the name of the quadrilateral given? Quadrilateral ABCD. In quadrilateral ABCD, angle A, angle B, angle C, angle D, ratio is given as 3 is to 5 is to 9 is to 13. This is ratio. Ratio removing, we use the letter X. That already I explained in the previous chapter number 7 triangle lesson. Okay, listen here. So angle A, how much coming? 3 into x 3x. Angle B, 5 into x 5x. Angle C, 9x. Angle D, 13x. So you already got the angles values. Angle A knowing, angle B knowing, angle C knowing, angle D knowing. So already you have studied that sum of all angles of a quadrilateral is 360. That means angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D is equal to how much? 360. So what's the value of angle A? 3x, angle B 5x, angle C 9x, angle D 13x. The total sum how much coming? 360. Therefore add them. 13 plus 9, 22. 22 plus 5, 27 plus 3, 30. 30x is equal to 360. So you got the value of x. What's the value of x? 360 by 30. So how much getting? 12. So you got the common number x, how much got? 12. So find out the measure of each angle. Angle A is equal to 3x, that is 3 into 12, 36. Angle B is equal to 5x, that is 5 into 12, 60. Angle C is equal to 9x, that is 9 into 12, 108. Angle D, 13x, that is 13 into 12, 156. So you got the measure of all the angles. Angle A got, angle B got, angle C got, angle D got. It is very important question, repeatedly it is coming also for the exam. Okay, once more go through the points. And copy it. Copy the sum fast. Copied all of you? Okay, we can move to the next question. Question number 2. Question number 2, listen all of you. Now remaining all questions are riders only. Okay. If the diagonals of a parallelogram are equal, so what is given? In a parallelogram, diagonals are equal given. In a parallelogram, diagonals are equal. Show that it is a rectangle. So you studied the condition. What is the condition for a rectangle? In a parallelogram, if all angles are 90 degree, then it is a rectangle. So what we want to prove here? We want to prove that angle A, angle B and angle C, angle D are 90 degree. Right angles. Okay, all the angles are right angle. That only you are studied in a parallelogram. So in a parallelogram, if all the angles are 90 degree, it is called a rectangle. In short, in this question, we want to prove that angle A, angle B, angle C and angle D are 90 degree each. Are you got clear question? So what do you want to prove? All angles are 90 degree coming. We can say it is a rectangle. Clear? For that, so I am going to prove that this angle A and angle B both are 90 degree each. For proving this angle A and angle B separate 90 degree getting, I drawn the diagram separate here. Which triangle I taken? One triangle I taken as triangle BAD and another triangle I taken as ABC. See the diagram I drawn here separate for your understanding. See the diagram. Triangle, which triangle taken? One triangle is BAD taken and the triangle I taken as ABC. Why BAD taken? BAD taking no, this angle full coming no, splitted angle not coming. And ABC taking, here also angle be full coming, splitted not coming. That is why I drawn separate diagram here. Okay, now I drawn the separate diagram here. So either you can take ADC and BC also can take a. Okay, so here how we are taking adjacent angles. This angle A, one single angle B, one single angle we want to get. Such a way you take it to triangles. Here angle ADC, full angle D coming now, and angle BCA, BCD, full angle C coming. That two triangles also can take. Okay. Are you following now? See here. Which angle taken? Angle BAD and next ABC. Can you prove these two triangles are congruent? Very easily you can prove. What about AB and BA? AB and here BA corresponding position coming now. What about AB and BA? Common side. AB, BA, common side. This one. See here. BAD and ABC. So AB is the common part now. Yes. And then what about BC and AD? BC and AD. BC and AD. What about it is? Opposite sides of the parallelogram it is. BC is equal to AD I written opposite sides of the parallelogram. Okay. And one more part you can, for proving two triangles to be congruent, you always need three parts. How many? Three parts. That is, you make it fix in your mind. So for proving two triangles to be congruent, you need always three parts. What's the next part? So two part already we proved now. AB equal to BA got clear. BC is equal to AD also got. Now one question. What is the question given? Diagonals are equal. Diagonal which one? BD and AC. See here. BD and AC diagonals are equal. It is also given AC is equal to BD. So by which theorem? S theorem. Here also S theorem. Therefore by SSS theorem, these two triangles are congruent. If these two triangles are congruent, you will get after getting these two triangles are congruent, what about angle B and angle A? A is this angle and B is this angle. What about these two angles? These two angles are equal. But see the diagram here. In a parallelogram now this one. In a parallelogram, what about angle A plus angle B? Adjacent angle sum is always 180 coming. Adjacent angles are always complementary. Sorry, adjacent angles are always supplementary. That means angle A plus angle B is always 180. How it is getting, you say? You can say these two lines are parallel and this is the transversal. Therefore, interior angles on the same side of the transversal is supplementary. Therefore, in a parallelogram, adjacent angle sum is always 180. That means angle A plus angle B 180, angle B plus angle C 180, angle C plus angle D 180, angle D plus angle A also 180. Okay. So here what we concluded? These two triangles are congruent. If these two triangles are congruent, then what you can say? Its corresponding all parts are congruent. All the angles are congruent. But which angle you need, that will you take? Angle B and angle A. Angle B means which angle? In triangle ABC, B, this one. In triangle BAD, angle A means this angle. So this angle A and this angle B are equal. So can see what is written? By SSS theorem, these two triangles are congruent. Therefore, what you can say? Angle ABC, this angle B, angle BAD, this angle A are equal. Reason CPC. But what is their sum? 180. So linear pair. Their sum is 180 and they are equal. Then what will be the measure of each angle? I shown the calculation also here. If you need the calculation, that write. It is not compulsory. Direct writing, then also mark will get. So sum is 180 and they are equal. Therefore, what you can say? In the place of BAD, I written again ABC. So ABC plus ABC, 180 coming. 2ABC, 180 coming. So ABC is equal to 90. The meaning is that angle ABC and angle BAD both 90 degree. If these two angles are 90 degree, then you are already knowing that in a parallelogram opposite angles are equal. Listen here. This angle 90 coming, this angle 90 coming. What about this angle 90? So this angle 90. If this is 90, this angle 90. So in a quadrilateral, all the angles you will get 90. If all the angles are 90, getting what we are saying? It is a rectangle. In a parallelogram, if all the angles are 90 degree, then it is a parallelogram. Okay, very, very important riders. But theorems knowing, then only you can do. I told you several times, all the theorems several times you read and study and write and see. Then only you can able to do all the riders. Okay, once more go through the points. Okay, once more you go through the points. This one proved, all of you got now. So separate diagram is there so that it is very easy to understand. Okay, and we proved three sides are congruent. Proved if three sides are congruent, then what you can say? By SSS theorem, these two triangles are congruent. These two triangles are congruent. Its all corresponding angles are equal. The meaning is that angle ABC and angle BAD are equal. But very clearly from the diagram, you knowing that angle ABC plus angle BAD 180. Okay. So either we can write it is 180 written. It is a reason is not linear pair. Already I explained over there what is the reason. What is the reason? Interior angles on the same side of the transversal supplementary. It is not linear pair. Interior angles on the same side of the transversal supplementary. So you do correction over there, reason. So here reason, you do the corrections. So what's the correction? Interior angles on the same side of the transversal is supplementary. Okay. So angle ABC plus angle ABC, how much coming? 180. Why written angle ABC again here? Because angle ABC plus angle BAD, how much coming? 180. So in the place of BAD, you write again ABC. So ABC plus ABC, how much coming? 180. So ABC plus ABC 180, that means 2ABC 180. The meaning is that ABC, how much will get? 90. So ABC 90, then BAD also 90. So that ABC and BAD 90 coming, then what will get? All the angles are 90 degree. In a parallelogram, if all the angles are 90 degree coming, then what you can say? It is a rectangle. Okay, got clear the points? Okay, you complete it. Okay, students, this all read is properly, theorems all study and come, then only you will understand. Okay, bye. We will see in the next video.